Fifi Mangaka here, and Ye Olde Treehouse just crossed its first major milestone, 100 subs! In this Speedpaint, I'm going to be drawing Fig, Kenzi, and Rue as we all celebrate this awesome, amazing milestone together and talking about what's upcoming for the channel. If you're new here, I'm Fifi, an artist and writer who's working on a manga named Ye Olde Treehouse. The story follows 6 agents as they travel the planet Viso to find oracles who can correct the curse that their special abilities have given them. There's more to it, but that's it at a high level. On this channel, I've been documenting my character design, character creation, lore, and world building via speed paints. I'm glad that you're here to join me, and thank you so much for the 100 subs. I never imagined I would hit this milestone so quickly. I started this channel roughly 30 days ago, and honestly, I didn't really have any concrete thoughts about when I started it. I just knew I wanted to work on this story that I had developed the idea for when I was a kid, and I wanted to document it on YouTube. I'm sure a lot of artists know it's really hard to get your artwork out there, but I thought one good way to get this story and the characters out as I built it was to take everyone along on the journey with me. And whether that's with my mistakes and with things that change or just different things, I didn't really care. I just wanted an opportunity to share these characters and this story as I was developing it and building it. So the ultimate goal with this channel is to basically bring you all along as I try to develop one of the first female-centered action mangas that an indie author has created, at least to my knowledge. So that means I've been posting speed paints every day. That's right, Monday through Friday, every day of the week, I've been posting a speed painting of a character from Ye Olde Treehouse for that week, particularly in the order that the story is going because that's the way I'm developing the story. So the question is, did it help? Did it help my YouTube channel? Did it help anything? And the answer is absolutely. I was growing really quickly and I'm really happy with the growth. I'm so grateful for everyone who saw my little channel and decided to subscribe to it. I can't even tell you how that makes me feel. It's wild, especially when the content is something that you're building and not something that's already popular. It's even more insane to know that people actually like it enough to subscribe. I'm so grateful. Not only did the channel grow with posting daily, but my art has significantly improved in a really short amount of time. So I'm a traditional artist. I was completely new to digital tablets. I had bought an XP pen, and you could see one of my earlier videos is a review of that. That's basically when I started this channel. I'm used to drawing on paper with pencil, and I had never used Clip Studio before. I also had just bought Clip Studio. So I was embarking on creating this channel, using completely new tools as an artist, and I was way out of my depth. If you go back and look at some of the earlier videos and compare it to the art in some of my later videos, you can see just how exponential the improvement is. So if you're an artist thinking about starting a YouTube channel and you don't know if it's going to be worth it, let me tell you, at least from the art perspective, you will absolutely improve in record time because I definitely did. What I learned about YouTube from posting daily is that topics are really important. Obviously, I'm an indie mangaka and nobody knows Ye Olde Treehouse, nobody knows my characters, so I can't really rely on notoriety in my thumbnails or my topic selection, and that does make it a little bit more challenging. But I think it's even more fulfilling because you know that every person who watches a video of yours or every person that subscribes is doing so because they like your artwork, they like your characters, or they like your commentary. So I highly encourage you, if you've got your own story or own characters that you want to share on YouTube, do it. Do it now. Don't waste time. And know that there are definitely going to be people out there that like what you create. I was worried about that, but I'm completely wrong. There are people out there who will like what you make. So will I continue doing 30 days daily? Will I be a daily content creator? I think so. I think the pros just outweigh the cons. As long as you all don't get tired of me and as long as you don't get tired of Ye Olde Treehouse, I'm going to keep doing this. I think it's fun to build the story. And for folks who are here now, which is all of you, my first 100 subs, you're going to see this story grow from what it is now to something way bigger. And I'm just super excited about the prospect of that. So I don't see any con to daily posting. I'm going to continue to do it. One of the major questions with daily posting that I would want to know is burnout. Did I experience burnout? I didn't. And I think it's because I've gotten to a point with drawing and artwork where I don't really need to be inspired to draw. I just do it. It's just something that is muscle memory for me. So I didn't experience burnout. I made sure that the style of the videos is enough that I can keep up with daily. And so far, so good. So for the last thing I wanted to touch on this celebration video is the Ye Olde Treehouse progress, of course. So right now, I'm at the point where I've developed all of the main characters for the first arc, including the antagonists. So that's great. That's amazing. I've got everyone, all the major players in the story for the first arc are done. Now I'm just going to be moving on to locations, culture, and side characters. So the way that I have the story set up, it takes place in Glory Peak in the first few chapters. And Glory Peak is the headquarters of Viviform, which is the organization that Kenzi, Fig, and Rue belong to. The story then moves to several different locations, one of which is New Colony Prima, which is a training location for other agents who belong to Viviform, as well as Leita Wood, which is a forest outside of New Colony Prima, outside of Glory Peak, and it marks basically the beginning of the adventure of the journey. So I've got several characters to develop for that. I've got several locations to tweak and refine. And that's going to be exciting because I'm not a background designer. I'm not a location designer, so this is going to be a challenge, but I'm excited. Next, I'm also working on action, moves, and abilities. So every character has an augur ability. Rue has a telepathic augur. Kenzi doesn't have one yet. She just uses daggers. And Fig has superhuman strength. So I'll be illustrating their combat moves. I'll be naming their moves and doing all of the cool shonen-y stuff with their action over the next few weeks. In addition to that, I'll be working on the nuances of the power structure and the power scaling in the world, which is something I'm really excited to do. I'm gonna make sure that we don't get toxic with the power scaling, okay? None of that toxic power scaling stuff over here. But that's what I'm gonna be working on in the next few weeks over here on the channel, and you all will get to see it, so I'm really excited. So I'm so grateful for all of the support, and I really hope you liked this picture celebrating the 100 subs. Thank you so much. If you're new here, subscribe. We have a lot of fun over here, and it's only gonna get even cooler and more fun as time goes on. And I'll see you next time. Bye.